Okay, here we go again. This is the last day, last evening stream. I was gonna do a stream tomorrow morning, but I think I need to focus on actually doing the game. I don't know if I'll have time. I worked on this a bit last night and this morning after the stream, and you can see I added this background stuff here. I added the entire main menu actually. I'm gonna play it. There is sound now, and I think it's a little bit loud. I have the audio part of the stream turned down a bit, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Let me know if it's too loud. Um, so music plays, and you can see the background is moving. There is a background. I also have options, and you can like turn the volume down. It prints out some log statements right now. There's overall volume, and music defaults to half volume because otherwise it's really loud. And if you change it and then you quit, and then that's not going to work actually. Sorry, what I meant to say is if you change it and then hit back, back is when the save happens, and then you quit, it will save it, which is pretty cool. I thought it'd be annoying if people want to play and like to change the volume every time. So this actually saves a user preference in their home directory. I also checked it works on not that you can play on mobile really, but it works on mobile. Yeah, and that same background is also here. And as you increase in altitude, it scrolls. And it scrolls at like half speed compared to the foreground. So it looks like it's in the distance. So let's just go ahead and demonstrate that real quick. So stuff I want to do today in terms of polish. I want this handle's a little bit hard to see now. The diagonal part you can't really make out anymore, so I'm gonna make that a little bit lighter. I think there's too many of this swoosh logo. It kind of belatedly occurred to me. Let's see if it works. Nope, we gotta go a little bit higher. It kind of occurred to me that like this swoosh is only on some sides of the box, and it'd be kind of cool if there were different sides. So everything moves, so the background moves at half speed compared to the foreground to simulate distance. And in fact, there's actually two layers of background, and the way background moves even slower. So it seems like there's multiple racks. So I want to change some of this art for that. See the background. It's pretty hard to tell. I think they're moving at different speeds though. I need to double check on that. So I want to update the triangle. I want to. Oh, this music's so loud. Oh, that reminds me. I need to. Okay, done. This still works. I need to update the so you can access the options on this page, so you can change the volume. So wobbly. Will it ever stabilize? Sometimes you have to put something on top for it to like stabilize sooner. But is this too tall? This is too tall. I don't want all of them, I just want one. Oh no. Okay, I lose. Okay. So let's get started. First I'm gonna work on the background image just real quick. So this is BG, and I can just like, especially places where it's kind of repetitive, I can just I'm not actually erasing. I am actually drawing. Um, despite what it looks like. Um, just in places where it's kind of repetitive. So besides this, there's also like the stripe. I don't know. I'll do that a little bit later. But here I'll just say like half the boxes don't have it. And this one really doesn't have it because it looks like garbage. um, okay, let's re-export this real quick. That's not the right file name. Open BG. Oh, these are the crap. These are the PNGs. Let's open the okay. I want to do the original because so I can re-export it. So let's see. And I want to redo the same ones because that made sense. And then that was the only other one. Should erase one more actually. And and up here it was this one. And it's a couple of these. Middle one and the top left diagonal. Okay, so now we're exporting this, but we're exporting just the visible layers to this. Yep. Oh, okay. Good. And then we're doing on the background. Yeah. Well, that's a little bit easier to see. On the background, I think it's the same color actually. Why is this such a why is this being such a pain? Hmm. Okay. I'll just have to change that back down to 50% light after this. So many swooshes. Not boxes don't look like this. I don't know. I also feel like it makes me I feel like a shill just having like the logo just everywhere. Like, well, I thought it'd be like cute or something, but now it's just, vaguely corporate or overtly corporate. Um that one's too hard to erase. Ta-da. Um I guess these are also a bit tricky. I can do a square brush. Help with some of those edges. Mhm. You can be erased. And what's going on over here? Well, whatever. Okay. So we're gonna change this back to 50%. I guess this was on. So now we're going to export visible layers as BG2. I'm a little bit concerned the earlier one didn't complain that there was an override. Yeah, okay. So these look fine. Remove some logos from PG images. I eventually want to do these on the foreground ones also, but let's not do that right now. Okay, so let's fire up paste part again. I want to change that triangle thing handle. This part is too dark. So we're going to change this to a lighter color. Lighter. Add it to the palette for fun. Okay. And let's export this real quick. Oh crap, God damn it. It's annoying because the Sprite logo doesn't have a the image. At least it remembered my color. Okay. All right. I'm also gonna turn down the volume on this. It's cool and all, but I don't need to hear it all the time. Let's leave this on and turn down the music. Okay. All right. That's kind of ugly, but at least you can see it. Okay. And fix. Make handle more visible. Sure, close enough. Okay, time for I'm gonna do the options. Like what I want to have is there's this. I love my logo, by the way. There's this screen, and this is actually like a scene that I can put somewhere else. So I want to put this scene somewhere you can access on the play screen, on like a little gear in the corner. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. New 64. Is this gonna suck because it has to be like circular? Well, I mean, I guess this part is easy, but if I want to, I want to have like teeth, little gear teeth. Okay, that looks like a nice blue gray. Can't tell this is, I mean, it's obviously symmetrical, but I can't tell if it's like centered. Let me turn on the pixel grid. Yeah, that's centered. I think it's too big though. Oh, that's the exact same size. Well, also, I know I don't really need this imagery turned on for this, but I will shortly. I wonder if there's like some trick for this. This is not. I don't think that's what gears look like. Or teeth. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I don't have too much time. Okay, this is starting to look like a Pokemon or something. Uh, this is going to be really bad. Maybe I should just do a wrench. Remind me what a wrench looks like. I'm going to go with clip art. I don't want to go with something. There, this thing. Let me just do this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna do like, I don't know, a tracing real quick, and then another layer on top of that. And also, I have no idea what I'm doing, but it seems like it might help. So it's a very 45-degree angle. That's a little bit too far. And then there's like a gap over here. Does this support sides? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make this, you can't really tell anyway, so I'm gonna make it a circle. I mean, you can kind of tell, but I'll just make it a thicker circle. Oh, this is also a circle. Okay. Line. I think we just want this thicker up to like, we actually just actually make this a line. Okay, more big. It gets a little bit, I mean, like, I kind of want symmetry here to like make it a little bit wider, but you can't do symmetry on like a, well, can you? No, it has to be a straight line. That would be cool though. Something like that. And maybe I can give it, make it a little bit bigger. Right here. And then it's a big old circle. No, I want the filled circle. Like that. Then we erase a chunk out of it. Out of the, it's like right, it's pretty much out of the middle. A little bit forward. Um, it's like a lobster. Uh, let's see. It's a little bit kind of smooth down here. I don't know if smooth is the right word. Okay. Let's cut out a little bit more of the circle here. Hey man, welcome in. Oh, that's too much. I'm working on very important things, like I need a picture for my options button. The more important thing is that there is an options button, so I can't even tell if that's symmetrical. Why does the pixel grid keep going away? 5, I guess that's symmetrical. Okay, let's uh let's add like uh okay, I just lost my display for a second. That was weird. I'm gonna save this um as wrench. And I'm gonna add like a highlight along this edge. And a kind of a darker thing on the opposite side. And then I always make sure to try to do these highlights on like rounded shapes because it really makes them pop. It gives them that kind of 3D shape to them. Did you see me try? I was trying to make a gear. I'm like, this is not playing to my strengths here. This is like that tox gas Pokemon. Uh, okay. All right. Oh wait, this is the wrong color. Uh, of course it was a gear. Can't you? I mean, I was gonna add. more. This was supposed to be a tooth, and I was like, what does a gear look like? Uh, I guess the outside is supposed to be flat and not pointed. I'm sorry, I've never seen a gear before in my life. Go easy on me. Uh, I mean, I do own a bicycle, but those don't count. Those are advanced gears. Okay, well, this looks good. Export. I always do export sprite sheet, but it's not actually a sprite sheet. Okay. Ship it. And no, I'm not saving you. Sorry. I don't know if you were in. I think some people were in at the beginning. I'm not sure if you were one of them or not. But here's how it looks now. There's also there's also music. It's turned off at the moment because it was annoying me. But you can, you know, there's some music. Um, and what I want to have happen is I want to put a gear up here so that you can actually change the music while you're in game. Also, another feature that I added, I forget if this was in yesterday's too, but when you fail, you can retry now. Hooray! Without restarting the page, which was kind of annoying. Um, yeah, uh, yeah, I thought it was cool. Um, okay, game. Let's go to our end game screen. That's not what I wanted. Margin container. Yeah, dude, adding the background with parallax and the main menu and the music, it's it's like a real game now. It really, I mean, like as the developer, like I could kind of see it the whole time just from when it was like rectangles in the beginning, like Godot logos. I'm like, okay, I mean, this is gonna be, uh, you know, oh, here's my game, and people are like, yeah, is it though? It's just rectangles. Like, well, that's I haven't gotten to the rest of it yet. Um, button, texture button. You have art. Hooray. Oh, it was right there. I think I need to do that. You can see it's right there. Um, I should maybe add a border. Oh, I should actually do like the rest, the rest of the button. What is click mask? Oh, oh, you can do buttons. You can make not all of the button surface clickable. All right. Well, imagine if you had to click on the wrench pixel to actually trigger it instead of the entire button. I'm not going to do that. That'd be psychotic. Okay, so shrink and so you'll notice like the size of this button is actually the size of the entire screen. That this little orange border here, it's a little hard to tell, but so instead you're like, it's not shrink end doesn't move it to the end. It just it it does both. It shrinks the size of it and does that. Shrink begin, and so now it's just this little button in the corner. If I play the scene, you can see, well, it doesn't look very much like a button, but I might make it like twice as big. Transform. Okay, not gonna let me do that. Um, I really wish it would. I guess I'll be doing the innate sprite. Okay, so we're gonna embiggen you. Sprite size 200. Block ratio, nearest neighbor, so that it keeps that pixel art aesthetic. I'm gonna promote you to wrench. Congratulations on your promotion. New layer. You're gonna be the background. Button BG. It's just nice to have these layers in case I'm like, what if I don't want this to be a button? Later on. Okay, so let's just start with a fill. Wait, I should not use the same color as the contrast as the shadow. I was very confused for a second. Um, okay, looks okay. Pixel grid is very distracting. This color here is kind of confusing. This missing pixel here, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that real quick. All right. The wrench looks very flat in the middle. Um, I mean, I think I knew that, but well, it's just gonna be flat. Okay. And then I wanted to have like a little border around it because buttons have borders. This color? Significantly more identifiable pixel art. Um, yes. If people can tell what it is, that's always a good sign. The stuff you draw is always terrible. I did take a class at one point, so I've tried a little bit. This is not just me winging it. I've actually, done the class. The problem is uh why please, the person I was taking the class from, like I sent in some homework and like he never replied to me, and I was just like thanks, I guess. It was like a fairly affordable class, so I wasn't like really put out by it. But I was just like, excuse me, I would like to move on to the next stage, please. And he never got back to me. And skipped for like 3 weeks later. And he was like, oh, sorry, you were in my junk folder or something. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I've moved on already. I'm still kind of mad, but oops, I did the wrong. Oh, that's fine. Um, but I there was an attempt. Um, I don't know if I remember anything from it, but like intuitively, maybe I retained something. Can I make this more rounded, or is that gonna look stupid? The answer is it can look okay and stupid. I mean, it kind of fits the purpose if I didn't zoom in too much on the preview, but also I want something smaller than. I mean, I can't even tell. It's not even. Is it? It's not even centered. It's more obvious now. Let me. Whoa, that's what I wanted. Let me just center this real quick, and then I'll stop fiddling with this button. Let me select the right layer first. Okay, close enough. It's actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay. I mean, it is kind of. It's fine. It's fine. Um, it does look much like when it's kind of stretched over here in like my editor view, it looks kind of bad, but then on the actual view, it looks okay. It's like a tap target, but it's like I don't. But compared to the other buttons, it's quite large. Anyway, I'm gonna stop fiddling with that now. So here we have the options button, and the way I've been doing this so far is I just have like let's just instance the what's the right way to do this? Instantiate child scene. I just drag and drop normally. Options screen. Options world. Um, uh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um, there's a couple of cool things that I haven't really done too much before. One is auto loads. And auto loads are scenes that automatically load and are like global across every scene. And I should figure out what this is from. And for example, this options auto load, it has a default setting. When it initializes, it loads preferences and it reads your preferences CFG file, and if it exists, it automatically sets all your your audio buses. There's the master bus, the music bus, and the SFX, and they sound like. The music ones go to the music one. Default is -6, which is around 50%. And then save preferences is here. And similarly, there's a music auto load, which doesn't even have a script. It just plays. It plays a random song, and it's autoplay. And because it's an auto load, it persists across scenes. So it's a little bit weird that wait, don't most games have like a title song and then it changes when you start the game? I'm like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. I don't know. I wish I had more time to like find just the right song and find the right volume and fiddle with it, but this will do. Okay, so we have the options screen, and you can see it's overlaid here. I actually want to reparent to a new node to make this a little more visible, because it looks, it needs a box. It is a little goofy because options world, it's a 2D node, which probably shouldn't be, which means it's in this panel container, but the panel container is over here, unrelated. I don't want to. I'm gonna fake it. So here we can I just set a minimum size? 600 by 400? No, 400 by 600. That's too tall. 500? Okay, and then this thing really takes up the whole verticalness. Center. Okay. 800. No. Well, it's fine. Now for my routine lookup of what the screen size actually is. Okay. I'm gonna make this a little bit wider. And for some reason, the default panel is always translucent, very translucent. So I'm gonna say, I also wish that when you add a panel, I wish it was, or the override here, I wish it was like the same color. Okay, let's go with that. You can actually do border radius. I'm gonna do it's in there, you can see it. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. I have a habit of like doing too much border radius and shadow and all the things. So if I can barely tell, then it's probably the right amount. I do want a little bit of transparency actually. Just the tiniest bit. 256 times 0.9. Okay. Okay, so if I turn, well, okay. I guess I can see what this looks like. I wish it was smaller, but yeah, it's fine. Like, this is the game jam. The fact that it has an options menu at all is honestly a little absurd. Which I realize I'm being a little overachiever here, but I want to add music to it. And if you're gonna add music, you have to be able to turn it off. I think some games just have like a button for like music on or off, but I'm doing this for some reason. I'd also like the menu just to be like to also have your current top score and stuff, but hold on. Okay, so I need to make this visible when you click on the wrench. So here we have options container. I'm gonna make that unique name all the things. So now we have the options button, and yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey judges, did you notice that sweet options menu? And they're gonna be like, no. I'm like, oh, you should really try it. It's great. Okay, focus. Let's add, I don't know if I need a script here. I think I do. Scripts, UI, game. I'm gonna call it game option button because there's the other one on the other screen technically. Godot. And I'm not gonna add the class name this time. On pressed. I'm gonna call on pressed. And we're going to take the options container and we're going to display it. Because it's always there waiting to be displayed. If it was more expensive, then maybe I wouldn't do this, but it's not, so I'm going to. I'm gonna handle this one. This is gonna be the spot. Like sometimes when I start up the game in development, I just leave things visible, and I'd rather not have to worry about that. Visibility equals true. And there's one more thing is, ta-da, okay. When you click, oh, the game should probably pause. Thankfully, I think this is pretty easy. Okay, well, let me worry about that a second. So here, this is how you're supposed to do Godot stuff, is there is a done signal that it's on the root node, but the thing that triggers it is like inside the scene somewhere, and it's internal here, and don't worry about it. It's supposed to work like that. So the public API, the options menu can be done, and you don't even have to like know about the structure. So hooray for like literal encapsulation. Options button. I guess my point is you can say options. Well, we don't want the options container. We want this thing. Can I use this somehow? Like I can do this, right? As this, does this have a type as options? Okay. So now we can say options world done connect self dot on done. That seems kind of silly. I could just do an inline lambda for that, but I want to be consistent. You can say options container dot visible false. The options auto load is also something else is subscribing to that for saving, I think. Oh, whatever. Okay. So here we are, and you can click on the wrench, turn up the volume, and hit back and keep playing. Amazing. Let me make sure that it's saved correctly. Yeah, it did. Okay. So if you set the volume low and then you hit back, wait, what was that? All right. Well, maybe it was like a save error. That's fine. Um, thanks for the hearts. Let's turn this down a little bit. So I do have, like, you're hearing the volume lower than I am, so I don't even know if you can like tell it all, but it is a bit much sometimes. Okay. Let me go from like the start screen to make sure it's working. We can use a little more. Also, one thing that's annoying is I don't know if you've tried playing this online, but for some reason the day one thing doesn't fly in at the right angle. Whoosh. Or it flies in like too low. And I think it's using like the viewport, like the size of the window and not the size of the game's viewport. Also, I don't know if I'm going to remove this. Maybe you just lose. It's just hard mode. You lose one package and it's game over. Okay, let's go ahead and commit. Add wrench menu to game for options. I'm going to go ahead and push these things. I wish it would default to that. I don't know why it doesn't. Okay. So, and of course I forgot to shrink that. I don't know, like I kind of want to add, there's a couple things I wanted to do. One was I wanted there to be like thuds and dust and stuff when these things hit the ground. I think that'll be really fun. Originally I was going to do like broken glass and stuff too, but I tried finding some of those earlier and I was having a bit of trouble with it. Like, let's say like thud, cardboard thud sound, or wood. Let's see. Creative Commons, or I mean, like, I would be happy to pay people for stuff, but I'm putting this in my open source GitHub repository, and I don't think that would be a good idea to put paid items in there. Hey, this is exactly what I want. It's just a silly little womp. Log in to download. Oh, you're killing me. Okay, I guess it is free. Well, let me see. How do I do this on stream? I could just pause for a minute, but that's fine. Let me see if there's another one that's freer. See, this just isn't as good. Oh, whoops, wrong button. That's like someone hitting a target. Yeah, close your eyes. Fair enough. Oh. Bud under. You know, I'll save this one for later. I mean, I can always do this off stream. Like, it's just some of these are just like it's like 8 seconds long. I'm like, I want like half a second. Oh, this is a fancy website. I was about to click away. It was taking so long though. There's another site that's kind of cool, Epidemic Sound, which I am subscribed to. It is like 20 bucks a month or something, but you do get a really nice catalog of various sounds. Obviously, I wouldn't put them in here because they aren't free. These ones are okay. I just don't know why there's like a second of pause before each one. Okay, you know what? This is this is the winner, and I'm just gonna play like that one sound. But so I'm gonna look for like pixel art dust cloud CC0 or public domain. Okay. This is neither of those things. Like just little explosions, little poofs. Um, oh, maybe this is confusing it. Page 34. Only the best. Only the best for my game. Pixel art impact. These are usually going to be paid, which is normally fine. But is this the same? Oh no. I don't understand. There's like just these like sometimes there's these random collections that have all this stuff. Earth impact. Um these are kind of intense. They're okay. Uh okay. Oh, this is kind of boring. So I'm going to let me see. What's something that would be cool? I think one thing that I kind of want to do is on the end screen, like normally you get like a box every 15 seconds, but you can pull this and you get boxes more often, which means you could get to a particular height in in a short period of time compared to some people. So it's not just like how many days did you survive, it's how many days uh, you know, in how long. So I want to add like a timer. So I'm gonna say, oh, hold on. There's one thing first. The I'm gonna see if the options menu can pause the game, because I think that'd be useful also as like a general pause feature. Okay. Here we are. So I think so. There's this thing over here, like mode this, is it pausable? And I think like everything is like the default game node itself inherits, which I think means everything. Is this set? Does that just mean everything is pausable? Um, I don't know how you pause something though. Does this have a pause? I'm trying to figure out like, do you pause the game or do you pause a node? I guess all. Oh, oh, this is the error. OneDrive is having issues. All right, I don't care. Um, pausing. Okay, so you pause the tree. Okay. Get tree. Wait, that's not how I run it. On press, get tree paused equals true. And here, get tree paused equals false. I don't know. This is where I find out if all my timers are wired up correctly. Because, hey, even the music paused. That's nice. Though, oh, okay. I can't click on the button because the game is paused. Understandable. I don't want that. So the canvas layer should always run. This is it seems like pausing could be like a real nuisance in games, and I feel like it's not too bad in Godot. Okay, so this is still working. And the back button works. Okay, because the entire UI is now not paused. The other thing I wanted to check is see like next delivery in 7.5 seconds. That's frozen, and you hit back, it's still it doesn't like jump 2 seconds ahead or however long you had paused. I actually don't want the music to pause because if you're changing the music volume, you should be able to see or hear what the music currently is. So I think I go to the options, no, the music scene, which is an auto load. And here I set this one to always. So now if I go back to my game and run that scene, the music keeps going because it's not getting paused. Now you can tell how loud or not your music is. I think I didn't pull it quite enough. Hi, Esther. Come on, stop wobbling. Also, unrelated to this, there's a work problem I've been hacking on for the last week, and I wasn't sure if I was making any progress or not. And I finally made irrefutable proof that it's like the approach I've been trying has been working. Though the first thing I tried didn't work, and the second thing I tried didn't work, and the third thing I tried didn't work, and the fourth thing I tried didn't work. And then the fifth thing I'm like, first try, nailed it. Not really, but it did eventually. It's just nice. It's nice when things, pay off and you're not sure if it's going to or not. Kind of like this game. I'm not completely sure the core concept is like that fun. It's fine. It's okay. And I can definitely like add more to make things explode or have like different like signs of wear and tear. I think like the breaking glass sound would be funny. But also like maybe not. Maybe it would be annoying. I wouldn't do it on every box. It'd just be some boxes. Like I'd want to have like the little, like making the boxes unique. I think would be a kind of a big, kind of fun thing for this. Of like having the boxes have different sides. So like one has the Amazon smile, other side's a blank, and the other side has like the tape. And then also on top of that, some boxes have either the fragile icon, in which case like they make horrible sounds when you drop them, or they have like the battery icon that says like, and then they just kind of catch fire randomly. I'm also not sure how I feel about this. The pull handle actually interacts with your crane, and I'm like, it's the feature. Totally meant to do that. Okay. So anyway, I'm getting distracted here. It's just so much fun. I can't help but playtest it. I also want to make this a little bit more juicy around the magnet, but I don't know. It's already decently good. Okay, where was I? Right, timer. So when the scene starts, let's have a like game. Well, timers count down normally. Game stopwatch. Because I guess that's what it is. This does pause normally, and so we're gonna say unique name, scripts, game, stopwatch. You love how far it's come? Yeah, I'm as a chronic non-finisher of games, this is like, even if it doesn't win, which I hope it will, But as a chronic non-finisher of games or game jams, this like gives me hope that like maybe maybe my years of spending 2 weeks on a game and then context switching to a different game has actually like kind of paid off. So I have been thinking of putting together a video on like some kind of clickbaity video, like what other aspiring game developers won't tell you about, and I'm gonna be like, look, you are supposed to finish. Like some people are like, oh, you need to finish 50 games before you're like a real game developer. Or I'm like, well, just just don't give up on the hobby. Just spend time, and if you're learning and engaging, and if you're still making games, then you're learning something. Otherwise, if it was truly boring, then you probably wouldn't be doing it. So like, I'm able to do this because I've just messed around with the editor so much over the years and messed around with animation and audio and stuff like that. Um, I was thinking, so the efficient way to do this would be to have like a start time thing here, and this just says something like func already, and then you could just say start time equals time dot. It's not time. There's an object that has a bunch of globals in it. Um, I'm gonna have to look this up. Um, I'm not gonna do this, so maybe this is a little bit of a waste of time. But I just want to kind of demonstrate. Oh, is it? It is time. Why did I think it wasn't time? Oh, I was looking. Okay, okay. So there's like, there's this one, which says returns the amount of time passed in milliseconds since the engine started. But if the game is paused, does it? I mean, I don't want to mess with like, do I have to? It's just too complicated. So, I can say time running is equal to 0, and then I can just say on process. Oh, I don't want 0. I want a float. Um, I can just say time running plus equal to delta. Easy peasy. Uh, it's just one of those like inefficient things. Like every frame now it needs to modify this value, and it isn't like you don't check it very often. But it's fine. This is not that expensive. Okay, so on the canvas layer, on the end game screen, which I'll definitely remember to turn on, or turn off, there's this grid, and at the bottom of it, I'm gonna say like time elapsed. Also, notice how easy this is. You just, because it's a grid and everything is spaced like this, I just duplicate it, and then there's another one. Time elapsed. Time elapsed. Value. Time elapsed. I think I'm going to need to figure out format strings for this. No format string, because I don't want to do like infinite precision. Oh, you can do a whole. Well, I don't want to do it. I want this stuff. Do these just have? Yeah, show me the examples. Okay, never mind. Decimal will be floored. Is it? Oh, is it? Oh, a decimal. Okay, wait, that's not what I want. I want the decimal real number. I mean, I think this is pretty familiar. Like 10.3. I think it's just like point. I want to do 0.3f because that'll be like down to milliseconds. Okay, so here we have that, and it's going to say something like This game is made for competitive play. It tracks 10 to milliseconds. Uh, this is also like dot is a comma in some locales. I need to figure out how to. Maybe this will also handle that. I mean, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's fine. Um, so the end game screen script, I think, is what updates everything here, which is why everything's so very nested. We're gonna put this here, and then we're gonna move this up the other. I wish there was a better way to do this in the GD script editor. Move the line up. Okay, so you can see everything is inside the grid container here. They're all next to each other. So over the time elapsed value, we activated time elapsed value dot text equals I think we want to say stir time this thing. Where are you? Game stopwatch. It should not have been holding a down control. Game stopwatch dot. I wonder if this is painful to watch me like do this sometimes. When I'm like, you have one variable, how can you not remember what it's called? I don't know, man, that was like 5 minutes ago. What do you want? And then here we say it's a string percent 0.3f. Then it's a percent. Okay, that's not confusing looking at all. Okay. God damn it. I did the thing that I said I was gonna do. Okay, so now when you fail, it immediately errors. Perfect. I said this was nil. Why would this be nil? There were no errors. Well, I mean, besides, I think that's fine. Oh wait, sorry, I quit too soon. Let's try this again. Not all arguments converted during string formatting. And this, wait, but why? Please convert. Is it specifically for print? Or any parentheses? I mean, worst case, I can pull this into a variable and do a print, a debug. Can you hear the music? I mean, I mentioned before I have it like turned way down. It might be inaudible. It's kind of nice. Why? Okay. Killing me. Yeah, so my plan is to like wrap this up tonight, and then I'm going to. Oh. Oh. I want like right now it's under Tippy Towers, but that's not what it's called, so I need to like change the name and update the page and do all that stuff. Okay, we're gonna set a breakpoint here because it's probably gonna fail. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, well, it should be subtle because we're gonna be listening to it constantly. I suppose. Time elapsed is 11.97 repeating stuff. Why? I'm stupid. Okay. 2% wasn't enough. It required 3%. The joys of programming. Remove the breakpoint. Oh, I need to add the S in there. S for seconds. Okay. Oh, I need to move the X down so it's crossing out the number properly. Okay, time lapse, 12 seconds. Great. Ship it. Endgame screen. Let's move this little X down a little bit. Centered on this thing again. And this thing is also supposed to be kind of like askew. Okay. I'm not gonna, well, I should probably do that. So the last thing I kind of want to do is just make sure that it handles retries correctly. It should. Okay. 11 seconds, retry. Okay, 10 seconds. Imagine speed running to like how quickly can you lose. I'd have to make keyboard commands for like these side things so you could move those if you wanted. Oh, I was gonna make those slower. Okay, let me do that. So here we have add stopwatch to endgame screen. I'm also gonna make it so that these buttons do what I just said they should do. Horizontal speed up button. I guess you don't do anything. Okay, you call this thing. Okay. Right. It's just straight in the crane. So here it's here's the H multiplier. Let's drop this down to 1.5. Floats? Okay. All right. It actually cares if it's a float or not. Let's do this. Embiggen. Okay. It's a bit more subtle, but also still usable. So that's good. Yeah, it's like advanced mode. More boxes, please. All the boxes. Oh, rip. Okay. I also wish that you could kind of click out here, but there's a giant back button you can click. It's kind of obvious. I think I'd have to like create a giant touch target. I don't know. I don't. It's fine. Could be better. Okay. Let's change this real quick. Decrease speed multiplier buttons to factor 1.5 from 2x. Commit. I think if I mentioned this earlier, I mean, like I could add a level 3 that has like round shapes, but I kind of want to wrap this up in 20 minutes. And also, I don't know if I want to add like another level on the night before. I think what I'll try is because well, Sloth, are you doing anything cool these days? You mentioned you were doing some Go. I'm gonna work on like the additional box art. I think can I export as a sprite? If I do a sheet, can I like split each frame into a separate file? Generate one sprite for each tag. Looks like, whoa. Cancel. um, I think I'm gonna save these as separate images. Nothing super exciting. Well, that's fine too. After I submit this thing tomorrow, people ask me like, "What are your weekend plans?" I'm like, doing nothing because these game jams kind of tend to fill all available time. Bite of Seattle this weekend. Uh, what is that? I feel like I should probably know, but I don't. I think this is what I want. So that's one frame. And the next frame is just gonna be like a like black tape. I don't know, it might look kind of weird, but maybe it's fine. Duplicate cells. Line, dark color here. Food and Music Festival. Nice. I heard from a coworker who was talking about like a block party in Cap Hill, but it was like live music and like big name performers. I'm like, do you know what a block party is? You do not get like paid performers for like a block party, right? I guess some people do. Or it's like it's not really like the block party anymore, but it just seemed like funny that they kept the nomenclature. Seattle Center. Um, sounds cool. I might be interested in going. It's always fun to just, I don't know, just to do stuff sometimes. Like, well, you can always just stay at home and veg the entire weekend, and I definitely recommend that most of the time. But sometimes there's things happening, and you can't, and those things only happen. You can't reschedule those things. You have to go to them. Um, they're not going to wait for you. So, I don't know. It's a shared experience. I'm gonna add like a little. This is like usually like the black tape that has like the little Prime logo on it. Um, oh, I also need to add a credits page that has like disclaimers on like this isn't associated with the episode. Shh. So, I mean, I don't want to, but I feel like I should. Um, that's a bit big. Why? I don't low speed and low that. Yeah, there we go. Saturday and Sunday, if I want to come with. Um, yeah, we'll see. I haven't talked about it with Esther yet. Obviously, because I'm like, tell me more about things that happen in my town that I should know about. um, edit this part out. Uh, she'll never watch it. She'll never know. This is still too big. 3. People who've never seen one of these pieces of tape before, they're gonna be like, what the hell is this stuff? And I'm gonna be like, I see you don't have Prime tape in your country. And they're like, why are you smug about that? I'm like, I don't know. I just want to have friends. talk about tape width. Okay, so we're gonna call this, we're gonna export this frame. No, I don't want to export as a GIF. This is why I choose spreadsheet. Just this frame. We're gonna call it box 128 by 128 underscore B. B for blank. This looks kind of like an S, which is a little bit weird. Can I just draw it? Sure. Okay. Okay. And export this frame as a GIF. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I've doomed myself now. This one is like V for variation. Why do I hate reasonable names? I thought I was being cool by using a single letter, and now I'm like, why didn't I just call it 2? Could have called it 2, and I lost my chance. I guess I still could. Okay, so I think what I can do here is create three different sprite shapes. And then I need to do, the box doesn't even have a script yet. Okay, I was putting this off for so long. In the end, it didn't even matter. Box. Class name box. And you will have a export var sprites, which is a array of sprite 2Ds. And then on ready, you will pick, well, on ready, you'll pick a random index. Sprite idx equals sprites dot pick random. Oh, this is an index. This is an actual thing. Okay. Sprite to show. Yeah. No. Come on. Like it's type safe, kind of. And then we can iterate over sprites for s in sprites. And then s dot visible equals s equals sprite to show. So now I just have to remember to do this over here. I'm proud of myself. I actually remembered to set my exports before running the first time. Never happens. So now it should automatically show one of these and hide the other ones with equal frequency. Just another thing to be like, look, like just you have a pile of Amazon boxes here, and it's like, well, it's not realistic. You're not piling your boxes realistically. This might take a little while, but I want to verify that this happens at least once. I guess I could just do this. So there's a 1 in 4 chance. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that looks fun. Look, it's an Amazon box on a different side. Ooh. The fact that this is also like, oh, it looks kind of weird on the blank side. It's like, did you forget to art this one? And I'm like, no, it has a border and a color. It's arted. I don't know why it looks so unnatural. Is it normally like a fold down the middle or like a little bit of grit? You agree with which part? The the bad part or the good part? Add a crumple mark. Yeah. I like the music. The music is good. I think it's maybe... Alright, it's fine. It's a little intense. There's like this whole crescendo, and it's like, you've reached the summit. I'm like, I'm just trying to stack my mountain of boxes. Kind of calm down. I mean, one of the problems is like when I'm testing the music, I don't get to this part very often. And frankly, I don't know how many players will either, so it doesn't really matter. Parts of it are good. Yeah, there we go. Still, I like this box is amazing. This is my favorite box now. I kind of want to put like a little white label on some of them. We're like, you can't just put a swoosh on. This is getting dangerous. You can just put a swoosh on them and make them you know, like shipping boxes. Like they have to have stuff on them. Maybe I can do that on the blank box. Oh, balls. Wait, did the time change? Okay, I lasted 2.5 minutes. Okay, let's go ahead and fix this real quick. A label. All right. This is... It seems weird to me that this palette just straight up has... I was using the wrong palette. It's just straight up has white. I'm like, you're a fancy palette. You're not supposed to have white as a color. It's supposed to be like off beige or something. What is a really... This is... there we go. Okay, so let's start with this. Labels are they're usually kind of like this. And I'll kind of like peel back the corner a little bit. I'll like rough up there's kind of an interesting tool here, jumble. This is not gonna be what we want, but like I want that, but like can I like calm this down a little bit? Yeah, size 1. I just need to draw a straight line. This looks like a little bit jankier than you actually get, but this looks fine. There we go. And then we're gonna... I should put... What is the Kentucky Fulfillment Center? I was like, it used to, like, half the packages from Amazon used to come from that one fulfillment center. I kind of want to put like that label on here. Five people will get it. 5 people will get the joke. Let me see. So we want like a dark color. This is too much spread. But I need more speed. No, I said more. I still feel like this needs like a line down the middle. I don't know why. It's missing not just crumple. Oh, that's not the right thing. Something like this. Yeah, there's jumble, there's blur, but it actually blurs it. I'm like, well, that's too much. Like that's not something I could have created. Like this is unrealistic. And then there's a couple. Yeah. Oh, these are just fancy ways of filling things. I should probably have known about these ones. um, but yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna make this a little bit denser. Oops. Wait, why is this not? Oh, I'm doing jumble. I wanted the spray paint. That makes sense. Okay. Cool. Export spreadsheet. This is the variant one. Um, no, this is the blank one. Blank. Get out of here, blank. No one likes you. Okay, I'm not going to test it again because that'll take all day. But we can at least see. Can we like? Is there a zoom? Oh, there's a zoom. So it looks like this. And if we turn off, I guess I'll just turn that off like that. It looks like a note, like someone put a random note on the box. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely it. That's a reasonable assumption. Okay. Let me just make sure I didn't leave anything turned on. Okay. Okay. Large box texture variety. I haven't shipped in a while, so let's do that. Okay. So I have 5 minutes left in the stream, I think, because I've been going since 5:30. Um, I want to see if I can figure out what's going on with the day one thing works fine here, but in the browser it looks weird. Does this work? Oh, well, okay, yes. It's not even on the screen here. Okay, that was. I know it's. I'm pretty sure it's there. It's just not working correctly. Um. Is wait. Get content width. Okay, the get returns the width of the content. This is when you're phoning in and with like adding Javadoc for like getters and setters or like beans. Um yeah, tell me something I can't tell from the method name, please. So the viewport size. So here, let me just show you what I mean real quick. So if you go on if you check this out here, it's even in a whole pop-up and everything. By the way, you'd have to click it before sound plays just because it's a browser thing. Where? Come on. So this is 5. Okay. Let's try full screen. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna move the crane so that we don't lose. It's every 5 days. Or every 5 boxes a day. Is that 10? Oh, wait, this is interesting. The light's not on. I think I was pulling too fast. This is also a fun challenge. How many boxes can you stick over here? Like this is how you're supposed to play the game, but I guess it's like 12 or something. Okay. I wonder if there's like a better way I can do this. So this is like calculating the position and everything, but it's a shape, but it's a control already, and you're already um, centered. What if I just didn't do any of that stuff? Um, like instead of, you know, well, I think the width you need to like, if you want it to be like just off screen, you need the width. But this whole, well, you need the viewport size too. Oh, wait. The position here, these are global. I think I was hoping that these would always be the same. Let's try that. I think it was broken before with this run-in browser thing. No, it should have showed up. You know, here, like I'm going through the full screen just to make sure. Okay. Visible true. Text is text. I don't know if you can debug very easily. Um, Considering how, I mean, I don't know how, like, I really want to fix this because it's an important part of like the experience. At least it didn't break it for desktop. Um, but I wonder if the viewport size is just like get viewport not work on mobile or something. Uh, Web. Let me see. Let me try printing out some of this stuff. Print. So what are we animating? We're animating center position, like the initial position, center position, and final position. So we have global position, global, and two more. Center and final. So when you run the scene, you wait, why is there two of them? Is something else triggering this? What is triggering this? I mean, I could just delete this and call it good, but um, I oh, this is triggering this. Okay, but is the day manager? Oh, so when the game starts, it emits the new day. Okay, that's smart. Smarter if I remember that I did that. Um, does just changing that help any? I know like if you tween the same thing twice, sometimes it's like not happy about that. Let's see what happens. Nope, sadly that was not the problem. Uh, Oops. Okay, hold on. I did not. So okay. So let's check here. So this is what it is normally, and what we want. So global position is off the side of the screen, and then center's there. So when we do this, can't tell. Is it like a debug console? Oh. One password errors. Oh, I don't want the browser console. I want the page console. Um, oh, I see. I think these are pixel coordinates. So if you resize the game, you'll get different positions here, but that's not right. I don't like converting between coordinate systems. um, viewport. Um, I mean, if I were like really clever about this, there's like, oh, you just multiply by the affine inverse. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't. What is this the inverse between what and what? And the inverse of the transform on the. I mean, struggle bus. Um, I think at least I understand the problem. Uh, so the content width, yeah, still the width of the content. But this is in rich text. So this is a canvas item. Like, is this in world units or this is probably in world units? Because I think the viewport is more likely to be in pixel units. Okay, viewport. Okay, to the Google. Godot, get viewport size in world units. Screen size to world size. Try getting viewport size. Okay, not helpful. Godot screen units, screen coordinates to world units. Okay. I guess we're going to do that thing after all. So here we're going to try get canvas transform dot affine inverse times that. But like I'm like, well, everything is transform. It's like just a matrix to convert from this to that. Uh so this is what object is this? This is on a canvas item. I don't know, man. I just hope it works. So first we're gonna make sure it works here. Oh. Invalid operands transform 2D and vector 2i. I think you can, I think it just doesn't like this is a vector 2i. Can I convert this to a vector 2? We're gonna have to times 1 this thing? Okay. Okay. Times 1. I don't really know if I want that cast over there. Can I invert? Oh. see if this works. No. Invalid operands. Why is it still at... Viewport size equals vector to get viewport dot size dot x copy dot y. Oh wait. Screen size. Please at least compile. Okay, I didn't break it horribly. This. Well, I don't know if it's progress, but it's not a regression. I was so excited to see whether it worked or not. I forgot I had to go through the screen. Hey, kind of. Ship it. That's kind of frustrating. Well, let's see. It was coming on the bottom left. Let's focus on centering. Can I like... Why? Oh, I guess I can't really resize it here. Because the calculations already happened. Can I resize it and then pull the cord a bunch? The click target's a little bit hard to hit. Okay, so it's breaking there too. I'm gonna solve this in a different way because this isn't fun. So we're gonna say no 2D. Well, wait, no. Yeah, no 2D. Day fly through left. Oh wait, we're gonna change this type actually. Change type to marker. And yep. You can see it's here. You can make it more obvious. Bigger pokey. We're gonna set it to your initial position. I don't understand, like, it should be, well, it's on its own layer, who knows. We're gonna set this to, oh, that's not good. Oh, you've got all this size stuff. Plus that divided by 2. Plus that minus? No. Okay. So we're gonna say, yeah, okay, you go over there. That's pretty good. And you go over here. Okay. Oh, I did not think this out very well. There also needs to be a center. So let's take your center, 490 plus 172 divided by 2. Okay, so here we have our 3-day fly-through things here. And I'm just going to say, wait, where did, oh. This is, I mean, sometimes I'm like, I'm a real game developer. I'm like, well, you should be able to use your I'm gatekeeping myself. Um, but it's also so much easier just to like look. Let's just have these positions here, and we already have all these things. We don't even need to like. Let's see. You've moved to day fly through left dot start. Sorry, global position. That doesn't make any sense otherwise. And you move to day fly through center, global position, and you can move through day fly through right global position. And if I wanted to fix this, I could also like write other scripts to update these things positions correctly. So now, if I run this, did that work correctly? Wait, is this why is that not? Why are you being like this? Oh, duh. Why I'm adding these like corner. I did this all this math to like compensate for the size, but that doesn't even. It's not even based off the center. Why would I? I mean, okay, so I need to undo those changes I did. So okay, so this is just take the position. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, that is the position. It looks off center, but the coordinate system is off center. So um, it's actually supposed to look like that. And so if we see how wide it is exactly how wide it's supposed to be. So we just kind of need to make sure it's off screen. And then here we do the same thing, paste this back in here. And this one's easier because it's the top left corner. We can just kind of put it there. Okay. All right, that is centered, doing what it's supposed to. Let's try the browser version again. I kind of want to move that text down a little bit. Okay. If it's stupid but it works, then it's not stupid. It still is a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So fix day fly through on let's call it web. And let's fix that main menu thing real quick. Like this text right here is just a little bit not good. So I think see how there's this like anchor box here. I think I just want to swoosh that down a little bit. Can I just change the size? I can, but it lowers from the bottom. 320. Wait, 4 pixels. No, 300. And re-anchor preset. Re-anchor preset. Oh god. What happened? Why isn't it undoing? Okay. This is why you have source control. Feels good to not lose progress. 300. 300? No. 300. I don't know why it looked like that was gonna work. Times 2? Is this that's on the bottom? Yeah. Okay, so there's that. I also want to make the options button slightly smaller. Theme override. What is the theme normally? I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Looks good. Fix some alignment. issues on main menu. Also make options button smaller. On the options screen, this stuff is also kind of small. I just want to make this a little bigger. So this is a theme. So this is just a rich text label, and I have to be a little careful I don't change this on the main menu also. I'll just keep an eye on that. Main menu. Do I not have a theme for rich? Okay. Rich text label. And then here I can change the font size to that. How does this look? It looks good. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more spacing. More spacing. It looks kind of weird on that background, but it's fine. Oh, I need to add controls. Crap. I might add another little sign. I like my signs. I just need to make sure that they don't like hit things. Oh. I also like it to be in front of the boxes. I guess it's fine. Okay. All right. I'm going to wrap up the stream here so I can kind of jump on those more quickly. Time is running out. I guess I have tomorrow morning, but that's still not much time. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll probably have this uploaded in the next couple days. And I don't know. I'm not sure what's next. I like streaming. It's kind of like a lot to do it every day. It's kind of a lot of commitment, a lot of time. But I like to do it a couple times a week, or like once a week for a couple hours. I have other projects I'm working on, and I can maybe stream those, but we'll see. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you again when I see you.